welcome here to our second of the doubleheader between the Rowan University Profs and the NJCU Gothic Knights, number 24 in the D3 basketball polls here on NJ. Four-game winning streak, which William Patterson had snapped, only allowed 70.3 points per game in that, and they allowed 88, the season highest since they lost 91-88 to Rowan. As we speak of Rowan, here is their starting lineup: Ramon White, Deron Curry, and of course Nick DePersia, Tyreek Robinson, and the Serbian Marko Pantovic. So those are your starting lineups here for Rowan. Joe Crippen, third season, 34-24 overall. His team 13-13 last year. They're trying to take them to another level. Of course, in the first season, 17 wins, went 11-7 in the NJAC as the former standout from Penn State University, and played some time in the NBA. Head coach for this Rowan squad. So now for NJCU, number 24 in the D3 basketball polls. Again, four-game winning streak snapped. They're undefeated here at home and 1-1 in the NJAC. So here come your starting lineups. So Lavone Green, Shaquan Worthy, Yuri Brutus, the big man, Chika Owusu, and of course Sam Toney, 29th player in school history to record 1,000 points in his 62nd career game. He did it. This, of course, will be game 63. First guy to do it since Khalid Mohammed to get 1,000 points. So, get back to that, sorry. Khalid Mohammed, last guy to get 1,000 points, and he's in this lineup. Shaquan Worthy, Yuri Brutus, and Wusu and Lavone Green. This team trying to get back to their winning ways. Of course, this matchup, the 123rd meeting, 61-61. That is the ledger. As last meeting, Rowan won 67-66. Nick DePersia with a game-winning layup with 7.7 seconds to go. As NJCU trying to get back to their winning ways. Of course, got 9 of 10 first-place votes in the poll. Both teams predicted the finish in the Final Four. Two really good squads in this one. So 2 halves of 20 minutes we will play. Head coach is Mark Brown from New Jersey City University. Of course, seeing a lot of players really step up. Denzel Banks, a big surprise player, not in your starting lineup, but the reigning NJAC Player of the Week, playing extremely well. Lavone Green leads this team in three-point shooting percentage at 44.4%, and he's key there in that lineup. So the Profs will have their all yellow, round numbers and letters across. See, they're right in the middle. Ramon White last year led the team with 79 blocks, and the conference with 79 blocks, 4th in the country in blocks per game at 3.04 per game, and 5th with 79 blocks. An all NJAC honorable mention last year. Will take this jump as Nick DePersia, we see in the back, team captain junior and sophomore year, 4 double-figure games in the first 4 this year, 52 for his career. However, only 7 points in that loss to TCNJ, and he fouled out. So a note there for NJCU, and they're all white, green numbers and letters with a gold trim around. As Wosu from Jersey City, the senior, will go here on the jump. Second with 40 rebounds. And we are off as Toney went through his legs, now able to grab it. Sam underneath, Wusu, too strong, and a big lay-in. Missed, and a big rebound by Tyreek Robinson, number 28, team leading on this squad, opened the year with 3 straight double-figure games. So Wright sets it up out to DePersia, leader at 14.4 points per game. Drive by Curry, looks underneath, lay-in is good from Robinson. So Rowan opens the scoring in this one As the Gothic Knights, the setup, Lavone Green from Teaneck, New Jersey, 44.4% from three, tops on the team. Out to Shaquan Worthy. Getting it back from Yuri Brutus. Worthy. Team leader with 16 assists. 5 to shoot. Down low, Wusu out to Worthy. Tees for 3. Off the back iron. Long rebound. Wusu has it. Fresh 30-second shot clock for the Gothic Knights. They're going to try to keep Tony out of this one. Well, you can't slow down the big guy. Nice crossover. Tony moving in and draws contact. That's what a big-time scorer does. And Sam to the charity stripe. Team leader coming in with 16 points per game. Leader in rebounds of 47. For his 1,000th point in that loss. And here at the free throw line, his 26th free throw will not be made yet on his 35th attempt. Both of those, of course, leading the team 25 of 34 in free throws made and attempted coming in. Top there is Tony. And he goes 1 for 2, so the Gothic Knights within 1. 18:46 to go here in the first half. And referee calling here for an adjustment in the clock. So inbound coming here from Ramon White. Gets it now for Nick DePersia. Second team All-NJAC as a sophomore. He's their top scorer, 27th player in Rowan history to record 1,000 points as he gets it back from Curry. DePersia trying to split a double team. Nice jump by Green to try to rip it away. Should be a jump ball. And the arrow will stay with Rowan with 18:24 to go. Rowan has split their NJAC competition, of course, losing the TCNJ, beat Rutgers Camden 86-75. And their 4 wins, outscoring opponents 93.2 to 80.2. And a good balanced scoring team, 7 players averaging 9 points per game. Here's Tariq Robinson. Back out to Wright. 2 to shoot. Ramon lost control. 1 to shoot. So an inbound coming. It's got to come off quickly. Why not Nick DePersia? Right. And that one an air ball. Outlet, long. And Worthy lays it home. So the assist from Tony. 3-0 run by NJCU as DePersia enters the front court. Leading scorer 14.4 points per game. Deron Curry with it. On the drive. Lefty laying way off. And a charging violation called too. So 2 fouls already to Rowan. And NJCU on a 3-0 run, trying to go up by 3. Paul Tanaselli is your producer. On play-by-play man John Kelly Jr. NJCU Gothic Knights Vision. That's what you're watching this game on. Women fell earlier to Rowan. Men trying to split today. Nice read by Curry. He kicked it though, so a fresh shot clock coming for the Gothic Knights. Of course, during their 4-game winning streak, it held opponents to 70.3 points per game. Last game allowed 61% shooting from William Patterson. They can get very hot, that Patterson squad. Down low, Woso can't lay it home. Scramble for the rebound, knocked around and picked up by Nick DePersia. Into the front court, driving and trying to draw contact, lost control of it, and it will go over to NJCU. DePersia, got to keep him off the score sheet. As a freshman, registered a career-high 31 against NJCU. So now Worthy setting things up in the front court. Across here for Tony. Worthy. Pulls up for 3. Good! NJCU on a 6-0 run after dropping the first points to Rowan. As DePersia gets by the pick of Robinson, driving, kicks out. Curry from deep, that rims out. Big board by Wusu. 6-0 run by NJCU. Green to Worthy down the baseline, feeds Wusu. The big guy lost control. Picked up by Yuri Brutus. Gets it back from Worthy. Good job by Rowan to strip it. Now Ramon Wright on the drive. Plants, reverses, and scores. So Rowan within a bucket. 16:34 to go here in the first half. Up-tempo basketball by both of these squads. Brutus on the drive. Fall-away hook shot. That's good. Nice touch by the Roselle, New Jersey product. NJCU, 8 of the last 10 points after giving up the first 2 to Rowan. Gonna go to 2-1 in the NJAC. And traveling violation called on Ramon Wright. So turnover, NJCU basketball. First action we will see here from Denzel Banks, reigning NJAC player of the week. Season he's having so far. 14 points per game in just 15 minutes played, averaged this year. Second on the team. Shaquan Worthy, Tony, Wusu, and Banks, reigning NJAC player of the week in the 5 for the Gothic Knights. Wusu backing down, hook shot is good. The big guy taking advantage inside. So now DePersia trying to settle things up. Rowan trailing by 6, largest they have trailed by so far in this one. Here's Connor Dickerson, freshman coming in for them. Team leader, tied with DePersia with 4 double-figure games. Threw it away. Green, lay-in, counted in the foul as he jump step, drew the contact. That's how it's done. And NJCU with an opportunity to add their largest lead further. And you wonder here if head coach Joe Crippen would look for a timeout, as Austin Kearney going to come in, and he will look for a timeout. So NJCU with 12 of the last 14 points. They lead by 8, largest advantage, 15:29 to go on NJCU Gothic Vision and NJAC basketball. So out of the Rowan timeout, Paul Tanaselli is your producer and director. On play-by-play man John Kelly Jr. as NJCU now with a 3-point play opportunity coming for Lerone Green from Teaneck, New Jersey. A chance at a 3-point play, and he cannot connect. NJCU with 12 of the last 14 points, and they try to convert and do right off a steal. Up by 10, largest ledger for them as Dickerson almost traveled. And now it's Ramon Wright into the front court, setting things up. 11.2 points per game, third on this team. Wright driving on Tony. Fade away is good. What a take by Wright. 8-point lead for NJCU. Worthy taking now Haddock, trying to feed Wosu, put a little too much heat on that one. Check that. Tony on the pass. Dickerson lays it home. Took it coast to coast on Denzel Green. So NJCU led by as much as 10, now just leading by 6. Lerone Green setting things up for the Gothic Knights. Get back from Worthy. Green buries from deep. Lead is 9 for the Gothic Knights. They're trying to go to 5-2 overall with their 62nd win in this 123rd meeting. As a nice job by Wright to push, draws contact on NJCU, so that'll be their first foul. And Sam Tony with the foul. So we will get free throw line here, and Ramon Wright from Newark, New Jersey. He's a D2 transfer. Done a great job here last year, leading the conference and his team with 79 blocks. Scores 14 points against TCNJ, one of the top scorers alongside Rob DePersia. They'll try to go 2 for 2 at the line. NJCU leading by as much as 10 here in this first half. He goes 1 for 2 at the line. Tony outlets now for Worthy. Worthy thought about taking the baseline. Goes back to Green. That one out of play. And they'll keep it with the Gothic Knights. So Denzel Banks will inbound. As James Julius now in. Worthy, Banks, Tony, and Green in the 5 for the Gothic Knights. Green driving, draws contact, going up fourth for Rowan, and he will go to the free throw line. So we will get to see some action here from James Richardson, who will come in. 5 of 6, got his first double-figure game of his career. And that loss to William Patterson, 11 points. So he'll check in after this first free throw from Laverne Green. And he knocks down the first of 2. So we'll have to wait to check in. NJCU's largest lead was 10. 14-4. Rowan got it close. Now they're getting it back up. And Green knocks it down. So James Richardson, senior from Newark, New Jersey, will come in off his first double-figure game. Second on this team with 11 assists. Third in free throw shooting percentage at 85.7. Tony, Worthy, Julius, and Denzel Banks in the 5 for the Gothic Knights. Here's Wright. DePersia trying to go down low. Does. As Kearney lost control on that drive. Now Banks trying to push. Backed up nicely by Worthy. Out to Banks. Across. 3 ball is good from Julius. As the Linden product has the Gothic Knights up by 13. DePersia setting things up to Ramon Wright. Driving, reverses, off the mark. Quick push here by Denzel Banks. Nice job by Kearney to stop the ball. Worthy, cross courts it. Another open 3 look. Too strong from Julius. Now here comes Connor Dickerson. Plants, goes across to DePersia. He's got to get going scoring-wise. Underneath the Kearney. And everyone thought there was a travel. Kearney gets away with it. Gets Rowan within 11. Now quick push by Banks, counted in the foul. So Denzel Banks right at it. And now with 12:49 to go, another 3-point play opportunity for the Gothic Knights. So Worthy will step off as Braylon Vereen and Yuri Brutus going to come back on. And Rowan going to take a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here as NJCU with a 13-point lead in this one on NJCU Gothic Knights Vision. You are watching. Your producer and director is Paul Tanaselli. So 13, the largest NJCU lead here in the first half as they try to avenge a tough loss to William Patterson. Go to 2-1 in NJAC play. Same thing for Rowan, trying to go to 2-1 in NJAC play. As Rowan 4-1 overall, NJCU 4-2 overall. Ramon Wright leading all scores for Rowan with 5 points. 7 points for Laverne Green leading all scorers. So Denzel Banks trying to convert the 3-point play. 4 points for him tonight. Make it 5. 7 different players have found the score sheet for NJCU. Now 14-point lead, largest for them in this game. So they'll put on a full court press. Banks will switch up with Yuri Brutus. Now Julius will come to defend. And a substitution here. Jonathan Hevelo will come in from Sicklerville, New Jersey, as Dickerson Ryan Legler, Austin Kearney, and DePersia in the 5 for the Profs. Just 11 points here in the first half. NJCU all over him as Dickerson now with it, calling for a pick. And he draws contact on Banks. And second foul issued here for NJCU. So inbound coming here from DePersia. Last year was second with 79 assists. Has started every single game since his freshman year. As Legler, who had 8 last game against TCNJ. DePersia on the drive, good job to switch. Now going to take it on Julius, underneath, Hevelo, lay-in is good. Good patience by the Profs as they're within 12. 14, largest they have trailed by. Nice ball movement by the Gothic Knights, except too much movement, and that one to Brutus as Yuri travels, basketball back to Rowan. So Chico Wosu will come in. Comes in second in rebounds with 40, 4.2 per game. Also gets it done in the assist category, third with 8 coming in. James Richardson to win as well as that one off the mark from NJCU. Battle by Banks trying to steal it away, can't. Legler from deep, off the mark. Long rebound, knocked out of bounds far side. It will stay with Rowan. Smart move there by Braylon Vereen to just smack it away, and Legler will inbound. Played at Wildwood Catholic High School in Stone Harbor, New Jersey. 3-year captain and 2-year captain in basketball and soccer. So not to see a substitution here from LeBron Green as Denzel Banks will step off. Head coach Mark Brown not happy with what he had asked him to do. So Rowan trailed by as much as 14, trying to start a run as Nick DePersia on the drive. Reverses, short. Rebound by Julius. Outlets, quick push. Open look for 3. Too strong from Green. DePersia with another board. Out for Legler to Dickerson. 4 double-figure games for him in his first 4. Legler trying to go underneath and cut down the NJCU 12-point advantage. Dickerson gets it back. Driving. That looked like he traveled. And they call a foul on NJCU. We could call a few things on Dickerson there. However, the final one that goes through double dribble, a lot of different things, is a foul. So 4 to NJCU, 5 for Rowan. As Legler trying to go to DePersia, almost knocked away. Nick for 3. Off the mark, he'll get 3 free throws. So DePersia to the charity stripe. Rowan only led for just over a minute and a half in the first. That's 14, the largest advantage here for NJCU, and now DePersia to the line. Nick third on the team, shooting 77.8% from the free throw line, and he knocks down the first of 2. He played at Haddonfield High School, all-time leader in steals and games played. 20. And JCU still up here by 10. And he'll hit 3 for 3. 3-shot foul for DePersia. And he connects. So it is a 9-point lead for NJCU. It was as much as 14. Now Wosu backing down. Kicks out. Richardson. Too strong on that 3. Tony comes in. Tries to throw it off right. But they say he was out beforehand. So Rowan, an opportunity to cut this one down. going on a 5-0 run after trailing by as much as 14 in this one. Both teams top 4 projected in the NJAC to finish this year. The layup is off the mark from Hevelo. And then a steal by Worthy. Nice job to read that cross-court pass. Worthy working on Deron Curry, down low. Wosu spins, shot off the mark. Too strong off the glass, but he will draw the 6th Rowan foul. One more there over the limit. So Wosu. And Hay calls it off the bank shot. So Osu 1 for 2 at the line. Tony gets it back, lays it home. That's what Big Sam can do, getting his 3rd point. Man who leads this team at 16 points per game. And now Legler. That was a much needed bucket after a 5-0 run by Rowan. Cut down the 14-point Gothic Knights lead. And now they throw it away. Gothic Knights in transition. Green plants across to Tony. Extra feed. Richardson has the baseline, drives inside of it, and lays it home. The O because he shook. Sophomore Ryan Legler, the lead back to 14. So a 5-0 run of NJCU's as Legler out for Wright. 2 double-figure games last year. Gets NJCU as he gets denied by the right hand of Tony. And inbound to Rowan. Legler will inbound. Lobs to Wright. To Legler from the corner. Got it. Big 3 for Rowan. Quick push by NJCU. Green flying. Floater. Can't get the roll. Big board by Rowan. Long toss by Wright. Havelo not ready. And another turnover for Rowan. So that one, their 9th. I checked that 10th. And it'll be NJCU basketball. Taking care of it very well, just with 4. 10 NJCU bench points to the 9 of Rowan. Gothic Knights have led for 82.2% of this game. Green back to Worthy. 9:07 to go here in the first half. Worthy out for Green. Driving. Pulls up. Short. And another board by Rowan. Legler kicks it out for Deron Curry. Second with 13 assists. He'll go and try to score. Lays it down, but fouled before the shot. So 6th foul to NJCU. As we will see James Julius come in, the Linden, New Jersey product. Havelo will come off. As Legler to inbound. Tony, Richardson, Wusu, Worthy, and Julius in the 5 for NJCU. Wright, Ba, Tariq Robinson, Deron Curry, Legler in the 5 for Rowan as Curry short on that jumper. Rebound by Worthy. Chaquan races into the front court. Down low, Wusu has space on Ba, trying to stuff it home with 2 hands, and Ba drew contact on him. 7th foul to Rowan, and now Wusu will go to the line. So Chica, 3 points this evening, 2 rebounds. He's 1 for 2 at the line. As NJCU now in the foul shooting bonus, Rowan is over the limit. And Wosu will knock down the first of 2. Gothic Knights shooting 66.7% from the charity stripe. So Wosu 2 for 2 at the line. 8:30 to go. As Wright brings it back up. For Rowan. On the drive. Kicks out Legler for three. Off the mark, Tony the board. Lays it for Worthy on the near side. Into the front court. Cross courts it to Julius. Fakes from the elbow. Got it! Julius, nice job to open up some space. And the lead now for NJCU to 15, large as it has been. Trying to go to 2-1 at NJAC play. The number 24 team in the country. As Robinson can't reverse it. That was an easy lay-in. Curry had him. And Robinson could not knock down, and Tony gets fouled. So Rowan gonna see free throws from NJCU. So with 8:10 to go, that's when 15 points were hit here. The largest lead by NJCU. And now Tony at the line. Sam also can get it done from the threes, made 13. A 40 attempted, tops coming in. As he makes the first of two, unless there's a violation, heard a whistle beforehand. 2 20-point games for Tony this year. 5 double-figure games. Of course, 15 rebounds is high. Coming in with 475 for his career. And a violation whistled on NJCU, so chance there for a 1-and-1 negated. As Dickerson coming in for Legler. So Wright, Robinson, Dickerson. Deron Curry. And Pantovic in the 5 for Rowan. Long shot by Wright, rims out, long rebound. Couldn't be corralled. Now on the floor, 2 players, jump ball. And we'll see who the arrow goes to with 7:32 to go. So the arrow going to go over to NJCU. They lead by 15. 14 was their largest ledger. Rowan going on a 5-0 run to get this lead of NJCU down to 9. But since that point, they've just given up 3 points. 9 of the last 12 points, a 9-3 run. They've shut down Rowan since that point. Worthy setting things up. Across here for Tony. Back to Worthy, open 3. Good! NJCU knocking down their 4th tray of the evening. And they lead by 18, largest lead it has been. Now a drive by Legler, lost control. Check that Dickerson. And it will go over here to NJCU as Rowan struggling. We're 11-11 in the rebound department. Rowan with 11 turnovers. With 7:04 to go. Worthy crosses the timeline. Nice 3 that he knocked down before. It's it over for Tony on the drive. Can't lay it home. Pantovic with the rebound and draws contact. We'll see who they give it to. It'll be the 7th NJCU foul. And it's going to go against Yuri Brutus. So Brutus tonight in 6 minutes played with 2 points, steal. And that'll be his first foul. So Rowan to the free throw line. A 1-and-1 here for Marco Pantovic. Career high was 10 points, 8 rebounds. He came in from Maryville University in Missouri, a transfer from that school. Conference Academic All-American. He goes 0 for 1 on that 1-and-1 opportunity. 6:47 to go. Worthy gonna get back from Julius. They're screaming coaches on the sideline to give it to Tony. Down low against Wright, backing him down. Fade away. Goes, but they said Tony traveled. And you hear it in our mic, Mark Brown, our head coach, saying that's not a travel. Could not disagree with him in any regard. Tony, easy. So nice to watch in transition. Backing up for a fadeaway, but turnover. Now DePersia to Wright. These are the 2 top scorers. Got to get it going, and a foul 8th one to NJCU, so 1-1 here for Rowan. Right third in scoring at 11.2 points per game, heading to the line. He led this team last year with 54 steals as well, so getting it done. 16 rebounds, a career high for him against William Patterson, as he goes 1 for 1 in this 1-1 opportunity. Led in rebounding on his team, 169 total. That was third in the conference. 22 career double-figure games. Of course, 17 and 10 against NJCU last year, and the NJCU lead, which was as large as 18 down to 16, 6:18 to go. Both teams in the foul shooting bonus. Julius back to James Richardson. His first career double-figure game last game, and head coach Mark Brown going to ask for a full timeout. So the Gothic Knights will go talk it over. 6:07 to go. They're in control by 16. You're watching men's basketball here in NJAC play on NJCU Gothic Knights Vision. So out of the NJCU timeout, they lead by 16, led by as much as 18, as Paul Tanaselli is your producer and director on play-by-play man John Kelly Jr. NJCU going to go to 5-2 overall. We're 2-1 in conference play, as that three by Tony is short, and Rowan an opportunity to cut down the lead more. Trailed by as much as 18, got it down to 16. They led for just over a minute and a half. After that, it's been all NJCU. Over 80% of this first half. The Gothic Knights have led by 5:40 to go. Right. Looking to Pantovic. Nice steal by Tony. Now Richardson, watched by Dickerson. Gonna take him. Goes out. Head fake by Worthy. Pulls up. Rims out. Worthy was shooting 75% in this first half. Now 60%, 3 of 5, leading all scorers with 8, as Dickerson draws contact on Brutus. So it'll be free throws again for Rowan, as Brutus with his second foul, as LeVron Green will come in. 7 points for him this evening, 2 steals, a 3 made, shooting 66%, 0.7 from the free throw line. So 1-1 here for Dickerson. 14 points against Rutgers Camden. Of course, 1-1 Rowan. That was their win in conference play. Averaging 9 against conference opponents. That's a big miss from the free throw line. Tony. Cutting, laying short. And rebound by Robinson. Refs letting it go a little bit. Pantovic. Hands in the corner to right. Down low Robinson. Out. DePersia for 3. Air ball. And it goes out of play. And the basketball back to NJCU. So Chico Wosu will come in. So Sam Tony going to step off. Leads all players with 3 rebounds. Just 3 points for Sam. As Worthy works it up to Richardson. Slashes. Lefty hook is short, and Pantovic with a big board. So Dickerson Now for Rowan. Into the front court, setting it up. Defense, the chance from the NJCU cheer squad. DePersia. Out to Dickerson. Across the right. To Dickerson, fires from deep. Off the back of the iron. Rebound, Pantovic couldn't go up for a second try. A nice job to keep it alive by Worthy. Green races into the front court. Richardson. Worthy, extra feed. Thrown down low to Wusu, back out. Julius for three, rims out. Wusu the big offensive board. Fresh 30-second shot clock for NJCU. Worthy will settle things down. Shaquan to Wusu. Sam Toney off the floor as Richardson has it. Across for Worthy. Julius, 10 to shoot. Trying to take it, extra feed, Wusu, stuff going up. And they say foul here on Rowan. So 2 free throws coming to NJCU. Wusu 1 for 3 from the field tonight, trying to get points 6 and 7, 3 rebounds. Tonight shooting 75% from the free throw line, 3 for 4. And he rims out on the first of 2. Toney will come back in for Julius. Worthy, Richardson, LeBron Green. Join Wusu, who's trying to go 1 for 2 at the line. Much better defense here in the first half by NJCU. Wusu goes 1 for 2 at the line. Gothic Knights shooting 66.7% at the line, 8 for 12. 46.4 from the field. Dickerson to Robinson, driving and drew contact on the drive. So 2 free throws upcoming for Rowan. And this works out. Rowan just shooting 36.8 from the field. They trail by as much as 18 in this one. They led by 2. And of course that was just for obviously a minute and a half of the game, as Robinson 0 for 1 on that first of 2. Tariq, senior from Willingboro, New Jersey. Was a 3-sport athlete in high school, basketball, track, and football. You can see by being 6'7", put up a career high against Rutgers Camden. 20 points and 6 points, 4 rebounds in the last game against TCNJ in that loss. Last year, 101 rebounds. He averages 4.5 against the conference. Going to go 1 for 2 here from the line. And cannot. So a push by Toney. Feeds across. Green to Toney. Out to Worthy. Open 3. Short. Wusu knocks it around. Wright gets it. Spins nicely. Wright trying to go to Robinson. Way out of control. And an unnecessary turnover. So that is turnover number 14 for Rowan. So Kearney will check in for Robinson. And Legler going to check in as well for Dickerson, DePersia, Avalo, and Wright in the 5 for Rowan. Persia just 3 points this evening. And just had 7 points last game. Of course, he fouled out. 5 career against NJCU. They've kept the leading scorer at bay. Richardson to Worthy. Leads all scores with 8 in this one. Green down low to Wusu, working on Kearney. And draws contact, and he'll go back to the free throw line. Both teams over 10 fouls, so double bonuses now. So first foul to Kearney. And Wusu back at the line, went 1 for 2 last time. Shooting 4 or 6 from the charity stripe, 6 points for him. Wusu cannot make that one, gets the rebound back. Foley hook is good, so he'll do it without the free shot. As Wusu, nice job to knock that one down. Rowan Can't get a shot to go from Kearney. Foul down low as Havelo had got that rebound. Wusu now with 8 points. So both him and Saquon Worthy leading in scoring for NJCU. 2:34 to go. Gothic Knights by 19. So it's their largest lead of this one. As a kickball whistled, so shot clock will be reset. Both teams in the double bonus, 2:25 to go. As Legler mounding. Last year, 17 rebounds. And a foul on NJCU, so refs calling it rather tight. And Green gonna get whistled. So that'll be his second foul. So 3 players for NJCU with 2 fouls, Yuri Brutus, and of course Denzel Banks. As Havelo to the free throw line. 2 fouls for Connor Dickerson and 2 for Ryan Legler. Havelo, Kearney, Baugh, Robinson, Pentovich, and Curry with just a foul apiece as Havelo cannot knock it down. The Sicklerville, New Jersey product. I go 1 for 2. Green will step off. Worthy, Julius, Tony, Wusu, Richardson. In the 5 for NJCU. Lead to 18. 2:22 to go here in the first half. Worthy trying to take it on Legler. Backs out. And a foul on Kearney, so 2 free throws coming right back to Wusu. So Kearney getting whistled for the push. And Kearney with his second foul. One of the big guys on this team. So Wusu back to the free throw line. Shooting 4 for 7, 57.1 this evening. And he's short on that one, 4 for 8. Wusu with 4 rebounds. So Kearney gonna step off. And Wusu goes 1 for 2 at the line. Both teams in the double bonus. Is Victor Ruggiano going to check in for Kearney? As Wright sets it up for Rowan in the front court. Now on the drive. Kicks out Kearney. A check that Legler to Ruggiano. And that shot is short as Richardson on the board. Now trying to push. The Persia all over him. Plays it over to Worthy. Into the front court. Tony. Down low to Wusu. Backing down. Fall away hook is off the mark. But he will go back to the line. Been a workman-like first half for Chico Wusu. So he will have free throws 10 and 11. 5 for 9 from the line, shooting 55.6. 4 rebounds, 9 points. Right now leading all scorers. And he's in double figures. Worthy with 8 points. Ramon Wright is the one leading in scoring for Rowan with 7 points. As Wusu puts it down, so the lead now to 21. Largest it has been for NJCU. 1:38 to go. Wright out to Legler. Wright driving the baseline, spinning, planting. He definitely traveled. He lost that pivot foot. Referee agrees, and it will go back to NJCU. 1:31 to go. Both teams in the double bonus. 1:27 to go. Worthy. Trying to go underneath to Julius. Up top, drives, gets it out Richardson to Julius. He'll reset. 10 to shoot. Julius driving, plants, fade away. Yeah, that's off the mark. And a foul going to be whistled on NJCU. So an offensive foul. And it'll go to Julius, his second. So right now with Rowan, Down by 21. You can probably take your time if you want to here with the possessions. Both teams in a double bonus, but you don't want to be careless as we're under a minute to go. DePersia out to Legler. Deep three. Short. Tony trying to get the board from Hevelo. And Hevelo touched it last. Basketball over to NJCU. 23-second shot clock to game clock difference. 53 on game clock, 0.3, 30 to go on the shot clock. As head coach Mark Brown will try to draw something up. Paul Tanaselli is your producer and director. I'm John Kelly Jr. As NJAC play, both these teams predicted to finish in the Final Four. Rowan was 13-13 last year. 123rd meeting. Of course, Rowan won the last meeting 67-66. Game-winning layup with 7.7 to go. And in their 4 wins, outscored opponents 93.2 to 80.2. And a balanced lineup where 7 players averaging 9 points per game. Ramon Wright, the only one leading in scoring with 7. Other players under 5 points. Of course, team allows 74.2 points per game. And, of course, scores 78. And so far, NJCU locking down, playing more solid defense. As Rowan just shooting 31.8 from the field. Gothic Knights shooting 46.7% from the field. 4 threes knocked down. Gothic Knights 11 for 17 from the free throw line. Rowan, that's a big thing. They have 2 more free throw attempts, 7-13. And NJCU controlling the rebounding advantage, 20-18. As 15 of those 20 on defensive rebounds. Also, they have forced 15 turnovers from Rowan. Both teams bonding for 22 bench points. 50 seconds to go out of the NJCU timeout, up by 21, largest they have led by. Worthy to Tony, has a lane, pulls up. Can't get the friendly roll, right with the board. 38 seconds to go. Profs trying to cut down this 21-point deficit. DePersia, their leading scorer, he's been kept quiet throughout this half. Does have points, but not his normal average. Pentovic, the Serbian, able to control. 24 seconds to go. Hevelo trucks over Richardson, and that's an easy charging call. Whistle against Hevelo. So Jonathan Hevelo, his 3rd foul. So 20.9 seconds to go. Shot clock is turned off. NJCU can now get a shot of their choosing. Braylon Vereen is in. Shaquan Worthy, Wosu, Richardson, and Tony. As Tariq Robertson, Ruggiano, because of foul trouble by Rowan. Pentovic, DePersia, Wright in the 5 for Rowan. Shot clock turned off. Can NJCU go into the half? Up more. Largest lead right now, 21. Worthy, 10 to go. To Richardson, nothing down low, out to Worthy. Taps across to Vereen. Now 3, Tony, short. Rebound, 3 seconds to go. Richardson, 2. Floater at the gun, got it! And NJCU goes into the break. Up by their largest advantage, 23. As we go into halftime. So give you some halftime stats. When we come back here, a graphic in your screen. But after the first 20 minutes, it's 45 for NJCU and 22 for Rowan. Here on NJCU Gothic Knights Vision. So for NJCU, again, they were big question for them coming in. They wanted to really recover after allowing just such a hot start. William Patterson in that first half. And on that game, we get William Patterson shooting ridiculous, 61% from the field. But in this first half, great job defensively as you now get to look at your screen. And here are your stats as NJCU holding Rowan to just 31.8% field goal shooting. Forcing a ton of turnovers as well in this one, as Rowan has turned it over 16 times. Bench points are 14-10 in favor of NJCU. And rebounding is 21-19 NJCU. Gothic Knights shooting 45% from the field and had 4 threes knocked out for 30.8%, holding Rowan to just 11.1% from 3 and 64.7% NJCU from the free throw line. Rowan needs to get better because you see that double bonus could have been closer to 23 as they shoot just 53.8% from the free throw line. So I'll go off. I'll come back for the final 20 minutes. Those are the stats in your screen at halftime. NJCU 45 and Rowan 22 on NJCU Gothic Knights Vision. So the final 20 minutes of play coming up as NJCU leads at halftime, 45-22. So let's get to some leaders. Ramon Wright led with 7 points for Rowan. Leading scorer with 11 is Chico Wosu for NJCU. So he had 11 first half points. Shaquan Worthy with 8 points. And Rowan will start with it here in the second half. Profs just held to a 31.8% field goal shooting mark, just 1 of 9 from 3. And they will now take it to start off the second half. DePersia, Tariq Robinson, Wright, Dickerson, Bentovich in the 5 as Robinson lays it in, but he charged over Worthy. First foul to Rowan, second to Robinson, and it will go over here to NJCU. Now Worthy will set things up. NJCU trying to get back to their winning ways. Their second home win is a turnover. Now DePersia kicks back to Dickerson, and he cannot lay it home. Persia gave up a layup opportunity. So Rowan will go to the line. First foul to NJCU of the second half. And that'll be the second foul here to Sam Toney. Toney quiet, just 3 points in that first half.
Are you kidding me? You talking to Shaquan right now? You just threw the ball away?
So Dickerson, good on the first of 2 free throws. Connor, 2 first half points, 2 steals, 2 rebounds. 9-point per game average against NJAC opponents, 17 is career high. And the Marlton, New Jersey product gets the first points of the second half for anybody. As Worthy setting things up. Out to Wosu. Leader with 11 points in this one. To Toney, team leader coming in at 16 points per game. Fall away left-handed, no good. Big rebound by Wright. Outlets to Robinson. Jump step, and he lays it home. So Tariq Robinson. Big time, 4 points for Tariq. And what was a 23-point lead, now down to 19. First 4 points been scored by Rowan here in the second half. Now Worthy. Out to the corner. Green. Back to Worthy. 4 to shoot. He's got to go. 2 to shoot. Floater. Good! Just in the nick of time, and the lead back to 21. Now DePersia crosses the timeline. Cross to Dickerson, gets it back from him. DePersia's got to get going scoring. Out to Pantovich, down the baseline, underneath. It's been working to Robinson, out to DePersia, tees for 3. Good! Came in leading this team with 16 threes made, and that's DePersia's 17th on his 32nd attempt. On his 34th, that is. Both team lead, and now the NJCU lead down to 18. Worthy splits a pair. Plants. As Brutus able to lay it home. Nothing Robinson could do. So Brutus now with 4 points. 20-point NJCU lead. Rowan was 7 of the first 11 here in the second half. DePersia able to get it over the left arm of Wosu. So DePersia with 8 points. Finally getting rolling in this one. Worthy gets it back from Wosu. 8 first half points. He's the man who runs this point. Zone being shown by Rowan. Green, head fakes on Pantovich. Back to Worthy. Driving down the baseline. Kicks out, 2 to shoot. Green, good from 3. So Lavone Green, 10 points for him. 3 NJCU players in double figures. Usu with 11. Underneath, Robinson out to DePersia. And he's in double figures. 11 for Rob DePersia. So he gets back into double figures after being held without him. 7 points last game. His 6th career double-figure game against NJCU as Wosu off the mark. And Coach Brown thought there was a foul. DePersia lost control, and it will go back to NJCU. Rebounds are 21 apiece. And now it whistle here, and did we get a technical foul on head coach Crippen? We'll see. As fans cheering 18th turnover for Rowan. And so it's a technical foul on Joe Crippen. So not just will NJCU get 2 free throws, they'll get the possession. Of course, Joe Crispin, Penn State alum, good player, 4-year starter there. And trying to really build up this Rowan program with something special as the first of 2 good from Green. Of course, 17-10 his first season last year, 13-13. He's brought a high-flying style to Rowan as Green cannot make the second on the tech, but the possession will stay with NJCU. So head coach Crispin getting a technical. He's got to cool down. Man who spent some time in the NBA, this head coach of Rowan with the Los Angeles Lakers under legendary coach Phil Jackson, and of course Phoenix Suns. Their head coach Scott Skiles, who was a good 3-point shooter during his time with the Magic. So NJCU, can they make this a 3-point exchange off the turnover by Rowan? Up by 17, they led at halftime by 23. Profs have come out with a strong second half showing as that one way off by Denzel Banks. DePersia fires it deep and Robinson cannot get it. Good job by Brutus to get back. 19th turnover for Rowan, and it will go over to NJCU with 15:53 to go. Both teams now shooting over 40%. Green got that picked off by Wright. 9th NJCU turnover. Out to DePersia for 3. Short. And Dickerson battling with Denzel Banks. And they'll say a touch Dickerson, so we'll go over to NJCU. Connor Dickerson, 4 points this evening in 13 minutes. Now Worthy, one of 3 double-figure scores this evening for NJCU, setting things up. Profs with 12 second half points. Just the 8 of NJCU. 10 to shoot for the Gothic Knights. Green driving on DePersia. Out to Worthy. 5 to shoot. Floater got rejected by Pantovic. And then a whistle. And it looks like Yuri Brutus going to get a foul called on him. So that will be Yuri Brutus on the foul. I'll say it's his second foul. Team's first. Lavorone Green and Shaquan Worthy with 10 points apiece. Wusu with 11. DePersia, 11 points now, the leading scorer for Rowan. He was quiet in that first half. Kicks out to Legler, back to DePersia. Trying to turn it on. Legler, Pantovic, and he traveled. So we'll go back over to NJCU. Pantovic from Maryville University, a transfer from Missouri. A shout out to Jim Powers, head of communications there, director of broadcasting, SID, a friend of mine. Came from the NIIA. Julius down low. Wusu feeds, and that one laid home by Richardson. So Gothic Knights back up by 21 as DePersia enters the front court. To Robinson. One-on-one and puts it down. As Yuri Brutus should have got a hand up. That's what head coach Brown telling him. Robinson with 6 points. As that one a long toss. Richardson athletic enough to hold it. Lead to 21. It was 23 going into halftime. The man Richardson, who just saved that one, had made the lay-in at the buzzer to get it to that point, and it goes off a Worthy out of play, and it will go back here for Rowan. Ryan Legler with 3 points inbounding. Here's Ramon Wright. 7 points in that first half, led all scorers. Trying to get it going, both him and DePersia. Of course, Nick's brother Rob not in the lineup this afternoon. The top guys in assists. Legler for 3, good! And what was a 23-point lead, Rowan has down to a 55-39 game. NJCU still in front by 14, but a 23-point halftime lead been erased. And Rowan feeling it. NJCU needs to recover, still up comfortably here on NJCU Gothic Vision. NJAC men's basketball will come back after this. NJCU leading 54-39, trying to go to 2-1 in NJAC play. Go 2-0 here at home. Avenge that tough loss to William Patterson, John Kelly Jr., Paul Tanaselli, your producer and director. As Rowan trailed at halftime by 23 points. Solid second half, though, by head coach Crispin's team, as they got what was a 23-point deficit down to 14. Of course, 8 of the 11 points Nick DePersia on Rowan have come here in this second half. He's knocked down 2 threes, leading scorer on this team coming in at 14.4 points per game, and laid one up. 8 of his 11 coming here in the second half. So out of the timeout, NJCU trying to reset. Worthy, 10 points this evening. Watched by DePersia, 5 to shoot. Worthy, 2 to shoot. Underneath, Richardson at the horn, short. That one is out of play. There's a scramble, and they'll keep it here with NJCU. And they'll get a fresh 30-second shot clock. Rowan outscoring NJCU 17-10 here in the second half. Now Worthy driving. Dickerson comes in to challenge him. Worthy keeping it alive. Better pressure D been shown here by Rowan. And Worthy cannot put that one home from 3. Couldn't get the friendly roll. Rowan outscoring NJCU 17-9. Dickerson driving. Shot is good, and the foul. A 3-point play opportunity awaits him. NJCU had got back up by 20. 7-0 run by Rowan. What a battle by the profs in the second half. Dickerson knocks it down. So now it is set up here in the front court. Perrine underneath. And that one good, and the foul. As Denzel Banks puts it up and in. As Dickerson had just got 7 points. Denzel Banks cashing in for 7 points and an opportunity to 3-point play. And 30-second timeout being taken on the floor, so a 15-point game will keep it here. 12:20 to go. Paul Tanaselli, your producer and director. John Kelly Jr., your play-by-play man. Well, it was all NJCU going into halftime. Couldn't have played a better defensive game. A 45-22. Just to let you know, Rowan opened the scoring. The 1934 mark. NJCU led throughout the first half after that. Used a 6-0 run to go up 6-2, led by 10, 14-4, and then, of course, leading by 20 throughout the rest of that first half, and then their largest lead of 23 after James Richardson had a layup at the horn, left-handed. But in this second half, Rowan has come back with a vengeance, and they're outscoring NJCU 20-11. And when you had looked at what had been going on here, at one point a 7-0 run. They get close, down by 15. Let's see how much further Rowan can get with 12:20 to go. Nick DePersia, 11 points, 8 of those coming in the second half. They needed him to step up, just 3 first-half points. Man is making his 84th career start, and to start every game since he was a freshman at Rowan. But now a big three-point play response. Denzel Banks needs to knock this one down. As Rowan had put together an 8-0 run, get this down to a 13-point advantage. And Banks does not knock down the free throw. So 12:15 to go. Here's Ramon Wright. Races into the front court. To Dickerson, plants, reverses, and lays home. 9 points for Connor Dickerson. It's 5 more than he had last game against TCNJ. Both him and DePersia held without a double-figure game. Richardson out, Vereen for 3. That one too strong. Big board by Dickerson. Out to Wright. 13-point lead for NJCU. Legler a 3, that one short. And a big board by Richardson. Outlets to Vereen. Into the front court, met by DePersia. Goes underneath Wosu. He's got to get going. 11 points, but he's been quiet. And they try to go back to him. Another turnover. Outlet to Dickerson. And he lays it home. What was a 23-point lead, now down to an 11-point lead. Banks. And he draws contact on DePersia. So fouls are 3 apiece as DePersia gonna get whistled for his second. So he tried to stop the ball. Laverne Green will come in. NJCU went up by 21, 55-34, led by 23 at halftime. Since that, only scored 2 points. Rowan on a 12-2 run. And a whistle down low. An offensive foul against NJCU. So after a really solid first half, Rowan very much alive in this one. They were completely outplayed. NJCU 3 turnovers here in the second half. Rowan had 18. They're taking much better care of the basketball and getting key bench scoring. 22 points off the bench to the 18 of NJCU. Legler. Dickerson, he's feeling it. Has 9 in this one, but he throws that one away carelessly. He has 11 points, Dickerson, him and DePersia, both in double figures. So now can NJCU get something going? 12-2 run by Rowan to get back within 11. Worthy, out to Green. Cross to Worthy, 10:33 to go. To Tony, just 5 points in this one. Sam had trouble going after that one. Dickerson, right, out to DePersia, down the baseline to Dickerson. Scoops, short. Robinson can't get the board. Tony with it. Worthy races into the front court. Green trying to go down low. And a whistle And it looks like they'll give a foul here to Robinson. So Tariq Robinson, team leader in rebounding, coming in with 27. He gets whistled on the foul. So fresh 30-second shot clock for NJCU, trying to find the bucket. Green, can he do it? Yes, he can, and a foul! That came at a great time. LeBron Green, 13 points, could now make it 14 here, as Pantovic and Hevelo going to come in. So this big here for Green. And he connects. Rowan has made a furious rally. 12-2 run. That was big there for NJCU. DePersia, can he connect? No. And Hevelo completely all over Worthy, jumping over to make that rebound, but they will whistle to Worthy. So actually they'll give the foul to Richardson. So 5th one NJCU. One more as 6 fouls face Rowan. And it will be a 1-on-1 shooting situation. Hevelo stuffed the first time himself and then can't go on the second try. Back comes Worthy. Cross the green. Lay-in cannot go as he drew contact on right. So 7th Rowan foul. And for Wright. And they're going to actually, yes, they are going to get it to Wright. Wright, of course, that will be his first foul. So free throws for Green, and he misses the first of 2. Rowan outscoring NJCU 24-15, trying to go to 5-1 overall, 2-1 in the NJAC. NJCU trying to go to 5-2 overall, 2-1 in the NJAC. And had a 4-game winning streak snapped. Lost to William Patterson. Their only other loss was to Stevens to open the season. So NJCU will have the foul shooting bonus, although 2 more fouls and so will Rowan. Both teams are in the double bonus in that first half. Pantovic having trouble handling. Hevelo can't get to it. And picked up by Green. Racing into the front court, underneath. And that one rejected. Wosu laid it up easily. Pantovic with a nice hustle. But of course it's wasted, as it looked like Wright had thrown that out. A referee saying it was tipped. So Rowan will keep the basketball. NJCU led at halftime, 45-22. Led by 21, 54-33 since that point. 13 of the last 20 points have come from Rowan. They had a 12-2 run to get this as close as a 13-point game, and Wright going to get his second foul. So with 8:55 to go, big defensive stop, and Wosu will come out. And Yuri Brutus will come in. Green, Worthy, Julius, and Richardson in the 5 for NJCU. Wright, DePersia, Pantovic, Hevelo, and Legler in the 5 for Rowan. So after just 22 first half points, Rowan with 24 in the second half. They got rather close. Timeout here on the floor. Again, they were down by 21. They jumped out with a much better second half. As that one goes down, and looks like we have a so another technical foul against Rowan. We just wanted to see, we figured it was attack, as this one, just one technical on head coach Joe Crispin. So the bench had it the first time. So now Worthy. So of course, going to be a 3-point turnaround. The last 20 points been scored by Rowan. Of course, they got to get a stop here. You don't want to let even a 4-point swing if a 3 could go down. Out now to Julius, 6 to shoot. Driving on Pantovic, lays it up, no good. Foul from Brutus, that can't go. And that is a shot clock violation. Good call by one of our 3 officials. That did not hit the rim, so we'll go back here to Rowan. With 2 double-figure scores, the Persia and Dickerson. NJCU. 3 players in double figures. LeVron Green with 17 in this one, leading all scorers. And Worthy now down. Maybe just cramping up a bit as Dickerson about to check in. Paul Tanaselli, your producer and director. I'm John Kelly Jr. As Braylon Vereen going to check in. So Worthy just cramping up, but Vereen going to have to check in for him. Freshman shooting guard. As there's your stats in the screen. And look at that. 43% shooting by Rowan. Of course, 3-point percentage a lot better. Rowan has knocked down a few more threes here in the second half. As Paul Tanaselli putting that up. Much different result than what we saw in half number 1. Completely dominated by NJCU. So now Vereen checks in. Worthy will come back, just a cramp, out to Green. LeVron leading all scores with 17. Richardson, who had his first career double-figure game last game, 11. To Vereen, to Green. That got blocked as he fired that from the baseline. Then Brutus able to throw it to Vereen. He'll reset. 10 to shoot. Vereen driving out. Green for 3. Got it! 20 points for LeBron. Shooting 75% from 3. Making another 3 from deep is third. DePersia cannot respond from deep, so the lead of NJCU is back to 20. 1 point Rowan was inching closer, just down by as much as 13, took down a 23-point halftime deficit to that point. But NJCU has settled in. Rowan has given away a couple of possessions. As Green to Vereen, 7 to shoot. There's Wosu off the pick. Plants, 3 to shoot, out. Green, why not? Short from 3. DePersia to right, no one back, and he'll throw it down right-handed. Head coach Mark Brown not going to enjoy that. As Vereen sets up in the front court. And LeVron Green on the near side. Ball timeout. Vereen, the ball handler, will step aside. 18-point NJCU lead, 6:55 to go on NJCU GothicVision. So out of the full timeout by NJCU, John Kelly Jr., Paul Tanaselli, my producer and director for both of these matchups. Women lost earlier, 79-60 to Rowan. And of course, the real answer, the profs, how are they going to play in the second half after being down by 23, just 22 points scored in that first half? This team averages a high-flying 78.3 points per game. So Vereen inbounds it and gets it back from Wosu. Rowan was down back by 21. Got this is close as 57-46, but then NJCU able to get back up by 20. Now they lead by 18. Richardson cannot connect from the baseline. Wright racing back. The All-NJAC honorable mention. Wosu all over him. And I went to Havelo, who drived, and he got fouled by Richardson. 6th NJCU foul. Rowan is over the limit. So one more for NJCU, and they'll be in the foul shooting bonus as both teams are in the double bonus. DePersia to Wright. To DePersia for 3. Got it! His 3rd 3 made here in the second half. And he has 14, his average on the year. And Rowan hanging around within 14. 13 is the closest they got in the deficit. With 6:12 to go, was NJCU able to settle in after. So LeVron Green leads all scorers with 20. We'll get it down from deep and check there at the scorers table. So some adjustments made. LeVron Green with 3 threes made. Shaquan Worthy with 2. James Julius with 1. Rowan's knocked down 5 threes. 3 of those coming in the second half from Nick DePersia. And of course they have 4 in the second half because they just had 1 made in that first half. And that should be a backcourt. That should not be backcourt. Actually, Worthy should have been allowed to take that. That was tipped by a Rowan player. I agree with head coach Mark Brown. And they're going to say that it's a backcourt violation. It looked like DePersia had got a piece of it. So Rowan going to get a break. Can they make the most of it? DePersia knifing. Stuffed going up. But Hevelo follows it. So now down to 13. This is where Rowan was. As close as they got, then NJCU was able to get it back up to a 20-point advantage. Worthy to Julius. Good to see Worthy back in. Stepped off just for a minute with a cramp, and he gets it back from Richardson. DePersia watching him. 10 to shoot for NJCU. Wosu out to Richardson. 5 to shoot. Driving, and gets contact going up left-handed. So 5:28 to go, and 2 free throws coming for Richardson. 23 minutes played for James. 3 of 7 from the field, 6 points. 5 for 6 last game from the field. And he makes the first of 2 free throws. So Denzel Banks will come in, sophomore from Newark. Second with 14 points per game. Richardson at the line. Julius, Wosu, Worthy. Richardson knocks it down. Lead back to 15. So NJCU will have 2 free throws throughout as Rowan in the double bonus. They were as well in the first half. As another foul on NJCU, there's 7, so Dickerson will get some free throws. Another tight game being called by these officials, really calling it tight, as I was right about that. Not really letting these guys play. So 11 points for Connor Dickerson, as he now has picked up his 2nd double-figure game against conference opponents and knocks down the first of 2 of a 1-and-1. So just 5 points away from his career high of 17. Good free throw shooter. Dickerson, 2nd on this team at 80.6 from the charity stripe, 2nd at 12.4 points per game. Worthy. Then all Rowan here in the second half. NJCU still up by double digits. Julius needs to knock that J down, cannot. And Robinson got stripped, and Banks called on a foul. Not so sure about that one, but free throw's going to now face Rowan. And again, you look at how they come back. Here, Rowan, in that first half, did not shoot, shot under 60% from the free throw line. Could have been closer. It's the story of this game. NJCU got up by 20 at the 7:54 mark. And since that point, Rowan on a 13-2 run. 13-2 Rowan run since that point. Has 4:47 to go. And Robinson knocks down both. Rowan within 9. Closest they have been in this second half. Worthy. Hands back to Green. Green driving on Hevelo. Knocked away. Right on the floor. Banks connecting with the Persia. They let it go. Robinson to Hevelo. This is what you look for. Final second shots. Of course, last time Rowan won by 1. Nick DePersia scoring a layup with 7.7 seconds to go. And Hevelo coming through. 8 points for Hevelo. Rowan with 2 players in double figures. Dickerson with 13, DePersia with 16. 6th career double-figure game against NJCU. Banks laying off the mark. Unbelievable. It could be a 2-possession game, 3 if Rowan could knock down a 3. Now crowd getting into it. Defense the chant. DePersia draws contact, and that's on Tony. And that is Tony's 5th foul. So the leading scorer on NJCU has fouled out. Just 3 points for Tony. So he is out of this one, and that is huge for Rowan. NJCU got it up to a 20-point lead, 66-46. And Rowan with another ferocious rally. 16-2 run since. Unbelievable. DePersia gets point number 17. So it is a 5-point game. Now with Tony out, what does NJCU have left here? Led by as much as 23. That was at halftime. Got it up to 21 and 20 in the second half. 16-2 Rowan run. NJCU needs a 3. They got to find a way here to settle this down. Rowan all over him here. Right. Looking at Robinson. That one thrown away. Not wise. (17-2) Rowan run. We figured when it was 66-46 that NJCU would walk away with this one. But Rowan has not stopped. 41 second half points. They have outscored NJCU 41-23, and leading scorer Sam Toney at 16 points per game is out. Worthy. Banks to Worthy. Wosu. Backing down, spins. That one off the mark. They don't call any contact on Robinson. With a 3, this could be a 1-possession game. With a 2, a 3 needed by Rowan to tie. 17-2 run they have gone on. Defense, the chant from the crowd. DePersia, Dickerson, out to DePersia for 3. Short, tipped DePersia. Taken away by Banks. Banks. Drop step, lay-in, good! NJCU needed that one as they're up by 7. Hevelo. Finally, NJCU finding a bucket, and they throw it away to Banks. Banks trying to score 4. Floater right-handed, off the mark. Follow couldn't go from Wosu, and he also picked up a foul. So Wosu with his second. 3 fouls for Shaquan Worthy and Yuri Brutus. 3 for Denzel Banks, 2 for Julius and Richardson and Laverne Green. Sam Toney, leading scorer, fouled out in this one. 3 fouls for Ramon Wright, 3 for Hevelo, 4 for Tariq Robinson, leading scorer. And with 2:14 to go, we will hang around here. Rowan was within 5. It's a 7-point NJCU lead as the Profs have come back to make this interesting. Stay with us after this. Out of the timeout by head coach Mark Brown. NJCU leading by 7. NJAC play as these two teams, listen, they're what the NJAC talked about. Both of them predicted to finish in the Final Four, and NJCU ranked number 24, looking for their 5th overall win. 2nd at home to go 2-1 in the NJAC. Rowan trying to come in, get back to their winning ways, go to 5-1. Stay perfect on the road, go 2-1 in the NJAC. And they were down by as much as 23 at halftime, and 21-20 in this one, and a ferocious 17-4 run. It was 17-2 until Denzel Banks knocked down a big-time layup. And they got within 5, and then DePercia, who was at the line, had a 3 to tie it. Or get a 3 check it to get it within 2. And he missed, and then NJCU able to come through. DePercia goes 1 for 2 at the line. What a great second half for Nick DePercia. 18 points. 15 of those 18 coming in the second half. Really turned it on. The leading scorer on this team coming in at 14.4 points per game. Over that. Now Julius plants, feeds, lay-in is good from Banks. Great take. Nice job by Julius to set up Banks. He gets the assist. Lead to 8 for NJCU. DePercia trying to get to 20 points. Right, a 3. Good! Wow. 6-3 made, 5 in the second half by Rowan. They just had 1 knockdown as they're within 5. This is the closest they have gotten. Richardson, Julius across to Banks, threw it away to Robinson. He's got to be careful because he has 4 fouls. And they're going to get it on NJCU. Both teams in the double bonus, so now free throws will dictate this one. Rowan out rebounding NJCU, 38-31. Both teams shooting 68% at the free throw line, and the attempts the same, 25, and the makes the same at 17. So his 3rd foul. He really fell with NJCU up 66-46. This one was pretty much in the books. But since that point, 20-6. Been outscored down the stretch, including a 17-2 run. Denzel Banks deserving a lot of credit, knocking down some big-time shots. Banks with 11 in this one. Reigning NJAC player of the year, rookie of the week, that is. He's looking like a player of the year candidate in the making if he can make plays like that, as Robinson knocks down the first of 2 free throws. So Banks going to step off. NJCU with 4 players in double figures. The Profs with 3. Wright with 11, 18 from DePercia, and 13 from Connor Dickerson. Both teams in the double bonus. Robinson missed that one, and there's a line violation. Rowan could not have that. So right now, you wonder if you are head coach Joe Crispin, do you try to foul, or put someone on with fouls to give so you can get NJCU at the line, try to shorten this game, give yourself a few more possessions? It looks like he's going to allow NJCU to do what they want. 30-second shot clock. You want to milk it, and Dickerson will get that one away. Another turnover for NJCU. DePersia sets it up. 16th NJCU turnover. Dickerson trying to get something off it. Under a minute to go. He'll get 2 free throws due to a double bonus. Lavone Green with the foul. And that being his third, so Dickerson at the line. And it's been all hands on deck for Mark Brown of this team as Dickerson misses the first of 2. Sam Toney, leading scorer and the 29th player in school history to get 1,000 points, fouled out. Dickerson goes 1 for 2 at the line. So he has 15 points, under a minute to go. 53 seconds to go. 4, this is the closest that Rowan has it. NJCU, 18-second shot clock, the game clock advantage. 14 on the shot clock, 40 on the game clock. Richardson drilled that one in his own player. Wright coming back, Rowan with a 3, could be within 1, with a 2, within a possession. DePersia rejected by Julius. Kept in by Banks. 25 seconds to go. NJCU by 4. Now Rowan has to foul. Wright will do it. And Ramon Wright with his 4th foul. So free throws important. NJCU led by as much as 23, 21, and 20 in the second half. Rowan, you got to give him credit. Down the stretch, outscoring NJCU 22-6, getting this within just 2 possessions, within 4. Closest they have gotten it. And Richardson, a big free throw knocked down. Excellent effort by Rowan. But there were times DePersia had a chance for 3 to get this within a 1-possession game, 68-66. That was the 5 points. And then they were as close as 4. And of course, having the foul. And then they threw it away to Banks. Now Dickerson, 16 seconds to go at NJCU by 6. As Tariq Robinson, and they're not good. I don't think they had 21 on the floor I had seen. So it's on DePersia, not Tariq Robinson. So DePersia picking up the foul, and that is his 3rd. So 15.3 seconds to go, and if NJCU can make some free throws here down the stretch, they will get out of here as they dominated throughout. Full timeout by Rowan. Of course, again, Rowan, the turnovers, a real problem today, and of course, you can rally back from down 20. They clearly have shown the ability to make ferocious rallies. But when you turn over the ball like that, that can really hurt you at the end of the day. And that turnover has NJCU 2 free throws away from salting this one away. Rowan just led in this one, by the way, from just over a minute and 30. That's about it. Their lead ended at the 18:06 mark, and NJCU would go on the lead throughout this game. They've led for 95.2% of this game. 26 turnovers by Rowan to 17 of NJCU. Rowan's got it done, though, off the bench, 30-26. 12 steals for NJCU, 10 for Rowan. 29 NJCU points off those 26 turnovers. And Rowan much better shooting here in the second half, shooting 46.8% overall. 4 threes they were able to knock down. And they had chances to get within a possession. They were unable to knock down shots. Robinson had a chance before, and DePersia could not knock down a 3. And now Richardson trying to salt this one away, get NJCU their 5th overall win. And he knocks it down. Richardson, perfect at the line. So now Rowan's got to push. 14 seconds to go, down by 8. To Persia by 10 to go for 3. Way off. Rebounded by Richardson. 7 seconds to go. Rowan's not going to try to foul. He crosses midcourt. And Rowan battled back to get within 2 possessions, but couldn't get any closer. And NJCU going to win here by 8, 76-68. So they get back to their winning ways. They go to 2-0 at home and 2-1 in the NJAC, and a big NJAC victory. They work off a ferocious second half rally by Rowan to win this one, 76-68. So the next NJCU broadcast will be Sunday tomorrow. Number 7 Amherst comes in to take on Pat Devaney's women's team, and that start will be tomorrow at 2 p.m. So a big win by NJCU. Rowan made it tough throughout the game here. All throughout, those are your final stats in this one. So want to give a shout out to all the Rowan Sports Information staff for getting me prepared for this one for both of them, and to our SID Ira Thor. Good luck with calling that Division III soccer tourney with Dave McHugh. That should be a lot of fun as he gets us ready for each and every game for NJCU. For Paul Tanaselli, my producer, I'm John Kelly Jr.